Uh, yeah, so hopefully I'm live. Let me just check the connection. Yeah, so hopefully I'm live. Yeah, that works fine. This time, as I promised, I will pop out the chat so that I remember it. And actually, I'm curious. Um uh, is there any CLI tool that lets me does this? I guess if it is, it should be available in the awesome CLI toolbox and YouTube. Not. I don't want to do that. Chat. Uh, mm, I guess something related to stream. Mm, no, I don't want to stream per se. Like Twitch. No, I don't think I can find anything like that. But that's okay for now. Let me just close out the stream manager and actually have my pop-up chat. Let me just, oh, there you go. So that seems to be working. Let me just do some window management here so you guys can have a good screen. So, hey everyone. Yesterday, I was watching a video from a really good creator that I follow called Anthony Gigi. I'm sure you guys might have heard of him. It's Anthony Gigi. Was just watching MacPad, by the way. It's truly emotional. But in this, he was talking about this. What is that? Yep, setting up a Go and Temple project. Yeah, so I discovered Temple there. And Temple is this awesome way to build HTML with Go, wherein this solves the number one problem I had with using Go's natively built templates. Like I did for my Noob text application, I use the native template processing library in Go, for which I had to do this insane thing where I had to provide the body of everything, every little HTML doc, and that was quite cumbersome if I say so myself. So instead, I decided to do this, which Temple is actually a really good way to build sites because you can natively use Go. So, for example, in this case, I have where do I showcase this? Let's say I go to my head.temple. I have a nav where I have a about switch, and maybe I can code in this thing that if the about switch is true, only then do something, right? So if I go to syntax, you say if else statements, I can use if else statements natively like that, which is quite true and cool. Sorry, not true. And the way this works is the templates compile into a native Go function that returns the string directly, right? And that string can be rendered from any IO writer. So IO writer is input output writer, which accepts in a buffer. It's basically a buffer. So in this case, since I'm using the gen router, I can just use c dot writer, which is its response writer, to directly write the login template. And as you can see, I have a bunch of base routes. So I have the anti-protected route. So an anti-protected route is a route that is not activate that returns false if the user is authenticated, right? So if let's say the user is already logged in, you would not want him to log in again, right? So this is oh, let me actually uh, zoom in a bit so you guys are able to see what goes on. And I've heard that light themes are better for streaming because the visibility is clear, but I I prefer the dark theme for now. And so hopefully you guys are still able to see what's going on over here. Maybe I can have like a little VS Code that's going on. It's fine. So anyway, let me actually explain what all I've implemented till now. If you go into routes.go, you'll see that I only have a few routes here. These are, and out of these are just the test routes. They don't work. But the main thing I have for now is the login. I have the login thing ready. So if I go in here, and this is sort of like this magic link. I think they're called magic links. I don't know what they're called. Is think of it as the OTP login system for now. Maybe we can implement magic links in the past, so in the future. I mean the how do I put it? The framework for it is ready, right? I can probably end up implementing it in the future, but there you go. Give me a second. Uh, if it is dark, we want it to be a neutral of 900. So that looks pretty and all. There we go. There we go. Oops. Uh, right. Enter your email to log in. So all I need to do is enter in my email. You just can't enter any email for now. I know that would have been cool, but when I click login, it takes some time, and yep, it sends the OTP. Ignore the emoji. I was feeling weird. Anyways, now if I check my Gmail, you'll see that I have an OTP for logging into your Noob Social account. Get that, put that in, and I'm logged in. If I go to my storage, check the session, you can see a uniquely generated UUID there. So I have a session. And now if I go to the login route again, you'll see that it is anti-protected. So I get redirected to a protected route instead. Right. So yeah, ignore that. Anyways, with that said, our next point of this thing is to actually handle if the user does not have an account with us. We need to handle that as well. But before we do that, really quick, I want to go into the users directory and we'll generate a really quick this thing called sign out. And when a user signs out, it is also really good practice to delete his session as well. So it is no longer relevant. So I seriously wish I could use NeoVim in projects that are this big. The reason I don't use NeoVim in sort of huge projects is first up, I still have a long way to go with NeoVim. I need to get very good with it before I can use it for huge projects like this. And this is quite huge of a project because, well, first up, first up, this is the first time I'm writing this big of a Go project. I don't usually write it, but I mean, I do write Go projects. It's just that this one is bigger than I expected it to be. Uh, okay, very good. Where did that go? Where's that go? We can delete session that takes in the session ID and an error. Um, sign out. So now that sign out, what all do we need? We first need to, how do I do that? Delete. No. Uh, mm, huh. How do I delete a cookie? Mm, hmm. Trust ChatGPT, or does that count as cheating on stream? I don't know. Let's see. Mm, how do I delete a cookie with Gin and Go? You can delete the cookie by setting a new cookie and expiration date in the past. Oh, that's clever. C dot set cookie. No, but that said that would be -1. False and true. Okay, let's remember this. Delete a cookie by setting the max age to -1. Hence, effectively uh, storing it in the past. Expiring it. Expiring might be wrong word. Uh, expiring it. There we go. Essentially deleting it. Oops. What's happening to my spelling today? But yeah. Okay. So now that that's there, uh, I guess I can return a string, call that 200 and signed out. Uh, and actually, no. Let's be savage about it and redirect it to the login page. That'd be cool. Anyways, now I need to go to the routes handler and r dot get. I mean, you probably would not want to do a post request to this. Uh, handle, where is that? Handle, where did that go? Oops, that's not a handle. I need that to be a handle. Handle sign out. Where did that go? Handle sign out. There we go. Sign out. I mean, it's login logout. That makes sense. Okay, so we need to make a post request to it. Okay. How do we do that? I guess we can go to head.temple, go to the nav component, and here in sign out, this no longer has to be a href. This instead can be anything, to be honest. This can even be a span for all I care. But this will have a hx post to slash logout. And one thing I was always curious to, but I never really researched in the library documentation. Uh, oh, what's this? AI audio effects, including voice translation to come to transcription to come to. uh, oh, what is this? Open menu AI effects. I I am a human. Introducing Intel has built a suite of AI tools. Uh, that will not affect me. Uh, cool. So, reference and push URL. Is this something I want to use? Push URL? No, I probably do not need to do that. Mm, let's see if this works natively, right? And in the sign out, delete the cookie. Error is API dot store dot delete session c dot session 9. Oops, no. Actually, before we set the cookie, uh, cookie is no. Dot cookie of session ID. Mm, what happened? Oh, it returns 2 in case we don't find it. In case we don't find it, we don't need to do anything. We have already succeeded. But now I also need to pass in that cookie and pass in the error. If there's an error, what do we want to do? I mean, uh, it's not like something will happen if we don't delete the session for now. Uh, let to do let something actually happen if this fails, but for now it doesn't. So okay. So we are effectively deleting the session as well. And if I go into my head.temple right around here, h exposed, I think that should all it needs. Let me give you that class of what is that? Underline? Nope. Cursor? Yeah, cursor pointer. I think that's how you do it. Nope. I mean, yeah, that works, but mm, how about this? Mm, where did that go? In here, I do something very interesting. There we go. Mm, yeah, we do not want to redirect this anymore. We instead, is there a redirect somewhere? Okay, okay, so this is what we want to do. C dot set header. How do I do it? C dot response dot uh, header dot set uh, hx replace. That should be true. Okay, okay. So hopefully, uh, we need to log in again. Yeah, this will make me log in a lot of times for this to work, but that's all right. This is my work email. You won't find anything sus here. Uh, an error. Panic recovered. Uh, invalid memory or a nil pointer dereference. Wait, where are we printing out the header anyways? Hx. Uh, accept everything. Connection keep alive. That's not really needed, but I'm dereferencing it. Uh, is there a direct C dot header? There we go. Yeah, that is an intelligent shortcut. I needed to use that rather than using this. That still triggered the request. Damn it. Mm, I'll have to delete these emails from my own account. Hopefully, Google doesn't mind me spamming its Gmail. If it does, I'll just create a new one. I mean, what's the big deal in it? Um, didn't I send the HTTP header there? It got it got so many requests yet. Mm, I mean, it did set it to true. Let me set the same thing there as well. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Do I depend on this, or do I use HTMX to depend on this, or do I just use good old JavaScript? This is the third time entering the OTP, and Google won't be happy about it. Well, at least now I know my auth system works. Oops, damn it. Mm, where is that? Yep. Here. Where is that? Let's look at all of the attributes one by one, shall we? Hx, select response to swap in, Hx swap, Hx target, Hx boost, Hx post, Hx confirmed, Hx headers, sensitive data to be saved in cache. Mm, Hx added. What is that? Uh, Pushes a new URL into the history stack. Okay. There you are. Hopefully that works, but not able to get the HTMX, the response headers to work. I mean, it is going to the response header, that's for sure, and the OTP system is working just fine. But mm, let's see what happens. Oh, no, no, that's still refreshing. Okay, so maybe we don't do it like this, but mm, instead we for now return a string of the error. For now, we'll look into this header stuff later. For now, you can just return a string of signed out, right? And over here, right? hx post. Where we were. Yeah. Document dot get element by ID. Is that how you do it? Yes. Okay. Do I need to replace it somewhere? Like, wait. Uh, hx target equals slash sign out. So I need to get element by ID slash sign out dot what this is the event listener dot event listener uh, that mm, is that what I want to do it, or do you want to wait for it? Let's see what all URLs it can give us. Uh, Triggered after the Ajax reflex has been constructed. Mm, okay. Yep. Detail dot is successful. HTMX slash after request is what we want to do. But uh, where do you want to do it? Uh, how about instead of that? This is getting weird. Log out and HTMX after request. Mm, is this how you do it? That also takes in the details, right? Okay. Now, if detail dot successful, so okay, successful. Mm, window dot location dot href is slash login. Okay, so we are doing this client side now. We are no longer relying on the server to do this. Uh, but for now, let's actually disable the functionality just for now. I don't want to continuously keep logging in. We'll get back the functionality once we are done with it. Uh, Send the OTP, please. Refresh, refresh. Oh, there you go. There. Hopefully now if I signed out, we get the error though. Detail is not defined. Oh, rookie mistake. Mm, yeah, signed out. Uh, shouldn't I be getting the redirect by now? Was it not successful? Can you console.log it? Oh, wait. Where should the after request? Oh, hi, Yasha. Thanks for joining in the stream. I am glad I checked the chat. Uh, okay. Um, uh, 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 mhm, mm, mm, all that is fine, but where do I actually uh, mm, mm, yep, there we go. That works. Where is it? Where is it? Mm, successful. Original target is trusted. Mm, not successful, is it? I don't see any successful here. Mm, mm, hmm. Mm, how about we print that out explicitly? Wait, yeah, undefined. Uh, Undefined. There we go. But uh, after request, this after either in the case of a successful request or a network error situation. Mm, but why is it not giving me anything? Uh, okay, what in the detail? Yep, detail dot successful. Uh, event dot detail dot successful. Wow. Okay, so hopefully now this works. There we go. So now I guess finally we can activate all of that, and hey, I learned something new. Okay, so hopefully this is the legit signed out. There we go. That's awesome. This is the final time I have to log in. Hopefully, yeah, yeah. Send in the OTP. Okay, that, and there we go. We are logged in. Perfect. Whoa, was that a pickle? Anyways, now let's move on to the next thing. Next thing we want to do is we want to handle sign up, right? And the way I like to do this, well, there are two ways. We can have a singular login page that's the handle login here, right? Uh, oh, sorry, Asha. Well, I'm currently building a, a sort of mock social media platform. It's just for me to learn Go and HTMX. I've been using Go since a while now and have built quite a few full stack projects. I'm not full stack, but I primarily built in Go using Go and HTMX. But I recently discovered this cool Go tool or library, if you may, called Temple. Right. So Temple is a way to build HTML with Go, and I'm experimenting building out a full stack web application like the cool websites you look at that are built using huge and complex React frameworks in a simple, just backend oriented way. So the ultimate aim, as I listed out in the GitHub repo that you can check out, is well, it is self-hosted, open source, and it is written using the latest and greatest technologies that are designed to be as pocket-friendly as possible. So we are also eventually going to be aiming at keeping this as small and as less resource intensive as possible. But for now, I'm using uh, Go, HTMX, and Tailwind CSS for this. And till now, we have implemented the authentication. So if you can see in the route handlers here, you can see login, OTP login, login user, and check OTP. So all of that we have implemented, and how we are actually working on we are working on the sign out. Now, what we are working on actually is, let me just sign out real quick. You'll see you enter your email to login, but uh, uh, this for now, what happens is this login page triggers login user route handler that checks if your email is already in the Postgres SQL database that I'm using. Thanks, Asha. So uh, I mean, yeah, Go and HTMX is beautiful. Like just this is a previous project of mine that I had built using just Go templates. Look at the language ratio. No dependencies. No, this things just Go and HTML in the perfect ratio. I was really proud of that. And now we are trying to replicate it. Anyways, okay. Oh, oops. I had to close that in, but it checks our Postgres database for the email, but if it's not found, for now it just throws us an error. So if I go blah blah blah, It says SQL no rows in the result set. And if you're a developer, you'll understand it. But if you're not, you'll just think this to be a bad application and move on. And wait, okay. Mm, how do I check if it is a no results found error? Okay, let's see. Okay. Uh, mm, okay, so you check the type of error. That's how you do it. But I mean, for now, for now, mm, how about we tell the user that, I mean, I don't see any way we cause this error unless our database is not working. But if our database is not working, even the initial request will not go on because uh, all of it is coming in from the cache. And yeah, we are eventually going to be implementing a cache into this using Redis. So we have to sort of prepare our code base for that as well. Uh, oh, Asher, I'm using Ubuntu. This is nothing too special. This is just really I've modded it a bit, but this is just Ubuntu. I'm a big fan of it. I know some people don't like it, but I honestly love Ubuntu. Anyways, so uh, get user by email. Mm, okay. Uh, I mean, I don't really see a way where our get user by email would fail. And if I go into ops.go, this is the schema of the database, you'll see that the email is actually unique. So yes, we can use get user by email. It's all right. But if that fails, most of the errors are going to be because the user has not signed up yet, right? And we can probably go into the implementation of it later. Like maybe we can flash the user that you're not logged in, yada yada yada. But for now, at least, we can just redirect this to the sign up and call it a day, right? So we can handle user sign up that takes in agent.context. Bad. Okay. Okay. So that handles the user sign up. For the user sign up, it's the sign up page again has to be different. But this for now, wow. Thanks, GPT. Okay. Let me go into parts.go and call a func API, which takes in the API server, handle the sign up page that takes in a gen.context sign up page. It's not created yet. Better we go for that. I could just probably copy off this. Okay, there we go. Copy that in. Mm, what do you want to call that again? A sign up page. Uh, welcome to Noob Social. Let's be cheery. Enter in your email and enter your choose a cool username. This for now, let's put it here, right? Username. Mm, okay. How about leave blank to generate one for you? Okay. Mm, let's see if there are any. Same here for our two. Whoa. Uh, Ubuntu gang then. What version? Like the latest and greatest, or are you in the LTS version? Uh, Also, please, how are you having code completions in your VS Code? Is it Copilot? Yes, yes. I'm so I'm a student currently, so I get GitHub Pro for free, and GitHub Copilot is free for me as well. So thanks to GitHub for that, I guess. But yes, GitHub Copilot is the thing I'm using in VS Code. That's also the thing I use when I'm coding in my NeoBim. So it's the same. I use GitHub Copilot, and it's honestly quite cool. And and I don't really find it that useful for debugging problems. For debugging problems, I still have to use my brain thingy or pop up Stack Overflow or ChatGPT. But other than that, for like many, I mean, like sort of menial co-completions. Like, for example, in parts.go, this auto completed it for me, right? And that is how I think 70% of the code on GitHub ends up with Copilot. It's not that the business logic is written, and you can write business logic using Copilot, but most people don't really need to. I think the most Copilot code that ends up on GitHub is quite boilerplate, and I'm no expert to be talking, but well, yeah, yes, Ubuntu gang. Uh, Most code does end up like that, but you know, okay, choose a cool username. Uh, I think I saw something in the Awesome Go repository. Where is that? I think that's library is called something. Uh, Generators. Yeah, generators is. Nope, 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 not these generators. Mock, I guess. No, 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 not these marks. Uh, yeah. Uh, mm, Name. Uh, well, I don't. I think. I think I'll have to uh use some API. Uh, Random user name generator. I'm sure there are many. Mm, hmm. Not parse. No, just generate usernames. Is there an API I can call? I'm sure they'll. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm, okay. What happens when I generate? Okay. Well, yeah. Tracy. Oh, yeah. We can't actually use it. API. Generate a random username API. Random user.me. Hi, my name is. How to use? Mm, hmm Yeah, I can use random user.me. Yes, yeah. We can do this. Anyhow, I think we need to provide a separate this thing, or can I just go to utils? Yes, utils is fine. Uh, Func generate get random username is string. Uh, I mean, mm, probably using an API is not the greatest. No, no, no. No. Generate random string is fine, right? So I have a generate function here. Oh, okay. Uh, Thanks, thanks, Asha. Go is an excellent language. Like I'm really liking it. So I have a function here called generate that is quite clever. Actually, it takes in a length and a pool. So I can use this to generate an OTP, for example, or generate a random string. All I need to do is give it the pool, which Copilot generates for me. I know now that that's protected. What am I action two? Okay. Hmm. Sign up user. Uh, weird, weird this thing, but okay. That's all right. Now I need to go to that and where is that? Mm, there we go. The pages. Sign up. Mm, and if I go on to users.go, handle user sign up. Where do I check that? Oops. Uh, you handle uh, handle user sign up. I know why I named it that. I need to come up with a naming convention. I know. Uh, mm, and in the handle login user, if there is an error, we redirect it to sign up. There we go. Choose a cool username. That looks weird. Uh, it looks weird. Now that looks fine. Oops. Choose a cool username. Leave blank. Uh, uh, oops. Uh, uh, mm, yeah, we don't need to show that for now. Enter in your email. Uh, okay. Duck, give me a random one. Username. Noob tester. Okay. So this sign up, right? So what I want to do here is quite interesting. Okay. Uh, Let me go into users.go, which has all of the user routes. Right. Handle email login. Right. How about after creating the user, we log him in, but how do I do that? I mean, yeah, I can redirect him to the login. Or, you know what? Let's actually just do the job. Handle OTP login will do the rest. We just need to create it, right? So let's do that. Oh, send OTP undefined? What do you mean send OTP undefined? Oh, right. Uh, User email. Anyhow, so we do need the user. Mm, Wait, what does this? It gives us a string of what? The user ID. Hmm, Interesting. How about uh, instead of queries, we can just create a Hopefully. Yeah, yeah. I hope. I'm sorry. I my microphone got disconnected and I got a bit busy, but I'm sorry. I thought I was speaking. I was not. I'm so sorry for that. Anyways, I hope when I was not speaking, you saw that we were able to get the OTP and login. And how about we delete all of these? What's it? I'm so sorry for that. Hopefully, I'm audible now. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, hope yeah, I'm audible now. Yeah. Turns out the way I use my streaming setup basically is I don't have a microphone yet. So what I do, and my laptop's microphone drivers are powered by AMD uh, stuff, and for the life of me, I was not able to get it all set up in Ubuntu. So for that reason, I use a platform called VOD.Ninja that acts as a sort of middleman between this, right? So I use that. Anyhow, so uh yeah, generate OTP, cookie session ID. There we go, perfect. Yep, the yes, I had a call come in. That's the reason. And after the call had come in, my microphone of my mobile got sort of busy into the call. And once I was done speaking, I was done speaking and disconnected. Brave browser was not able to take back control of the microphone, and it sort of got disconnected and fuzzy. So I had to restart the whole session, and now it works just fine. Anyhow, Salmi, yep, now the part that I've been reading. So the thing is, the way my posts are structured is there's an ID, there's an author, content, and a comment too. So the reason I put in this comment too is quite weird, actually. And if I open up, I'll tell you what I mean by that. So if I open up twitter.com and oh, let's say there is this thing from Teach, right? So for me, Mondev is this, okay, whatever. But if I open up a comment, that comment is still registered as a post. It's a post that is a comment to this, right? And which this in turn is a comment to this. So the way I wanted to replicate this, my stupid brain wanted to replicate this using a sort of hierarchical structure where, let's say, this is the I was imagining a sort of while loop, like while post dot comment to is not null, each comment gets rendered as a tree. Hopefully that makes sense, right? So if so, this ID, right? This ID is a comment. Oops, is a comment to this ID, right? Which in turn is registered to the normal this thing, and this in turn is a status to that, right? So hopefully you can see what I was trying to go for. And mm, wow, yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's see, that does make sense, right? So that is what I do plan on doing. And so one more thing I figured out is I really like my databases to be sort of as data redundant and as quote unquote normalized as possible. I've been reading that in database theory, so I want that to be as stick to this thing. So we have a table called contents instead of storing all of these contents in the post itself. That's just to make the schema a bit easier for me to understand. So the content has a body, image, video, and a post type. that this post type, hopefully I want it to be a enum of some sorts, and Go doesn't actually support enums, unfortunately. That's a really controversial thing in the Go community, but it doesn't support enums, although I wish this was an enum, but it's fine. uh, anyway, so that's how my posts are structured. So the better part of my next steps are going to be trying to figure out a template. Hello, hi, Sachin. Uh, Thanks for being on the show. Hopefully, that's the correct full name. Okay, so uh, thanks for being on the stream. We are building a social media site with Go and HTMX. So, hopefully, my next steps are going to be mostly JavaScript related, wherein I want to be able to design a sort of Twitter like interface. And Noob Social is this is not the first attempt of me trying to build something like this. Let me actually show you Go Social on what I this is where is that HTMX Social, I think I called it. Yeah, I actually did stream on this a while ago, and that did get quite a bit of views. And this is what I was managed to sneak in. So I was actually proud of this. This was like a Twitter clone made in HTMX. I haven't obviously completed it because skill issues. And yeah, as you can see already, I get a lot of errors. Think of this as abandonware at this point, but I was quite proud of this cool little emoji component that I had designed. It does work. See, uh, I mean, it shouldn't take me long to replicate it, but cool regardless. I'll actually show you how it is. Uh, Let me actually environment to that, and input.html is so I use something called emoji mart that this one, the emoji mart. Yeah, I use that to well make it right. And same thing here. So it create posts, begin after click, blah 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 blah. It's the same thing. Uh, yeah. Thanks. So it's basically the same thing, and that is a sort of a precursor to this. Anywho, for now at least, the auth part completely works. And now to hit myself in the foot, let me try to make a new user from the start. Okay, so this is how a new user is greeted with. Right. Welcome, enter your email to login. So let me generate a random email that links back to my original email and click on login, and it's sign up. Hmm. How about wouldn't it be cool if we can share the state of the email so the email is already filled in for the user? Wouldn't that be cool? So we take the email that is a string, and the value is the email, right? And and this okay, so the email is actually, if it's empty, it's empty. I don't need to care that much. Query of email, right? Oops. Okay, so now if I go into my login route handler, where did that go? Routes.go. Go into my login route handler. Let me actually sign up with email is equal to the user mail, right? So if I log in now, put in that email, and there we go. That email is autofilled for us. That's cooler. Let's choose a cool nickname like YouTuber or something, and click on sign up. Hopefully, the OTP gets generated. Yep, the OTP ID is generated as well. If I refresh my emails, there you go. OTP for logging into your Noob Social account. Let's copy our OTP, and it's so long I'd rather call it a hash at this point. Yes, it is me, and hopefully our session is created. Yep, our session is created. And if I check my PSQL, uh, select everything from sessions. Yep, we have three active user sessions that have not been logged out yet. If I check my users, we have three active users: test that I had manually created, noob, noob tester, and YouTuber. If I sign out and now log in again with the same email, what happens now? I, hopefully, yep, the OTP gets automatically generated. We get the OTP, is that in, and we are signed in. Perfect, perfect. Authentication works excellent. Huh. Okay, and and if you guys are curious, the way the OTP system works is not unique but quite clever. I actually like figuring out these stuff on my own. I don't like reading about it that much, but the way it works is when the user first uh, there are two different route handlers handling this. Okay, one is the login page, right? The login page is in the pass.go that renders in the anti-protected login template. Remember, as I had said in the beginning of the stream, an anti-protected template is a template that I have made that is uh, anti-authentication. So, in the sense, if the user is authenticated, it returns a false and the user gets redirected to a non-authenticated page, right? And both are anti-login routes. So, this login page actually gets our email that we generate an OTP using the random generate OTP generator function I wrote that takes in a random pool and a length. Okay. And this, we actually send an OTP using the SMTP library in Go. This is Jordan Wright slash email, right? We actually use asynchronous process. We use channels to do this, go funk and all. We do that, and then we actually store the OTP in our database, right? So this is the safest way to share the state, because the state is not being shared at all. The state is being limited to the database in the server. So there is no way at all a attacker or your user in this case can know the OTP, right? So we are creating the OTP ID that in turn is shared. The OTP ID is shared. Remember, the attacker or the user in this case cannot do anything with the OTP ID. He has to have the OTP because in the handle login OTP, we are actually checking the OTP as well as the submitted OTP, right? And if they are both the same, we create a session, and then it's the same old session based authentication, right? So let's actually make a checklist in our README. Uh, Checklist. Uh, what is that? We have long completed the basic backend. Authentication is done. Okay, so two things are done. In the next stream, we have to have a okay, and we have to have a post uh, creation front end, and oops, this is not done, and uh, post management front end. So these two are the next to do in the stream that I might be doing later on today. It depends, but this is it for now. Uh, we have been live for a long time, I guess. Let's see. Mm, YouTube's live dashboard. And how long have I been streaming? I think it's been more than an hour. I'm not sure. Uh, mm, let's see how long I've been live for. Uh, Stream health up 9:50 to around 11. Yep. I've been live for about an hour. Thanks, Asher. I thanks a lot. If you do like the stuff I'm doing, be sure to subscribe. I keep randomly doing streams, so if you want to be notified, be sure to do that. And yeah, most important point, uh, uh, get add the stuff. Let's check the status. Yeah, everything's safe to go. Oh, everything's safe to go. Get commit. Uh, complete authentication. Complete there you go. Oops. Arjun, there you go. All right, that up. Let me open up the get repo. There we go. Oh, seems cool. Uh, yep, perfect. Basic backend and authentication is done. Yeah. So, first up, let me delete this. So many emails from my own self. Anyhow, um, I guess yeah. Thanks for watching. Let me stop the server. Thanks there. Thanks Tailwind and thanks PSQL. So, with that being said, thanks for watching. Uh, uh, thanks a lot, Asher. Yeah, enable the notification there. Thanks a lot, and yeah, for everyone watching, uh, thanks a lot. Hope you had a good time on the stream today. Might have to get back to some works I have. It's been fun building this. I'm not sure if the next time I develop, I will get a chance to stream this, but the next time I stream, we are doing this, and I'll update my progress then. Hopefully, you had a fun time watching me mess up my code and uh, sort of seem like a senior developer using Go, but I'm not. I'm still learning it. But anyway, I hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great time. Uh, uh, what's the day today? Yeah, happy Wednesday or wherever you are. So thanks for watching. I hope you have a good one. Bye bye. Tata. So let me uh, go to my GPU screen recorder. Where is it?